Well, this is the Elizabeth Lane Oliver Center for the Arts, and a lot of people ask, how does an art center find itself in an old Coast Guard station? And it's an interesting story. It was built in 1934, and the space where we are now it's State Historic Preservation Office approved, so it's almost identical to its original state, right? The integrity of the building itself. What we've changed is the floor, which used to slant right out into the river where boats could come in. And so we changed that part, and what you see is now a space where we have beautiful natural light. It's full ADA accessible. It's also LEED Platinum certified, which means it's the global highest standard for energy efficiency and sustainability. And it's just a terrific space where people can come in, really breathe, see the art, have time to move around, and we're lucky to have it here in Frankfurt. We are an all-season art center, and our focus is exhibitions, classes, events, and outreach programs. Our premier outreach program is called Mosaic.
Face the audience.
Mosaic is collaborative.
It's an art and dance residency in the schools.
This looks very more like, doesn't it? The whole thing looks very more like.
Our poem is The Worm, and it's like underground.
It's evolved to something that does a really good job with bringing a taste of basic movement and art to kids.
I want to teach them the concepts of dance so they can, in turn, create their own dances and have that expression, their own self-expression, that artistic expression involved in it.
You go in with a project with really big ideas and you kind of see where the kids take the program. We try to get as many ideas from them as possible, and we let the classroom teachers, a lot of times they get input from their students, choose the actual specific theme for their dance.
The worm. When the earth is turned in spring, the worms are fed as
They choreograph a dance on like something that they're learning in the classroom. Like this year it's poetry. So each class has a different poem, and then they make a dance, kind of inspired by that poem. And then they do all the artwork for the set.
So are the students going to have a poem reading?
They're gonna read poetry on the stage before they do their dance. So and there's 8 classrooms this year. So they do 8 separate dances. It's really cute. Yeah, in the end, it's really cute.
And that's gone on for 9 years now, with the help of a lot of private and public foundations and independent donors. And what that does is for 10 weeks in the winter, it goes into every 3rd grade classroom in Benzie County schools and works with the kids to write poetry, make drawings, make sets, make props, and do a dance that they can then premiere at the high school auditorium for all their friends and family. Well, what's interesting about people who choose to fund the program as a sponsor or an underwriter is that some of them have kids in the community and they remember when their child was a 3rd grader and they came home, they were all excited about the program. Others are state administrators who realize that this is a chance to fill a gap in funding in the schools where we can really provide outstanding arts education to these kids. And I think for other people it's just the fact that they realize and they remember a moment in their childhood or a moment in their children's youth when they just came to life and they were sparked with the creativity, and how that they carried that throughout their own life in different ways. Whether they became an engineer or not, it really doesn't matter, but to be able to open somebody's mind to these different possibilities is fantastic. And people talk about return on investment, ROI is a kind of a nasty word in the arts industry, but the things that we are able to accomplish with the amount of money that is made available is really astonishing, and it's due largely to the generosity of the instructors and the classroom instructors and what the kids bring to the table. So for very small amounts of money, people can get involved, can keep this program going and make sure that it hits year 10, hits year 15, and that families can talk about it with their grandkids. I remember when I was in that program, so it's great for Benzie County. There's nothing like it.